All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry, part 2. OBS froze up on us. That usually happens when I start talking about Israel. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's what's going on. Let me make sure everybody can hear. Yeah, okay, we got Mike. You guys are good. I got Aidan back. You're there, Aidan?
Yep, I'm here.
Cool. And then we got the boys over there. And
beautiful.
Yeah, okay. Well, sorry guys. I apologize. I didn't boomer that. That was OBS freezing on its own. This is maybe the 4th or 5th time it's happened to me since we moved into the new house. Never happened to me at the old house. I'm sure that it's Mediacom.
I think that one was random because we got away with Nephilims, Wendigos.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, if they didn't shut us down talking about Wendigos and Nephilims.
To be fair, I talk about Nephilim and the Wendigo in front of like 800 people at a time every week, and it never shuts down.
Sure. Yeah,
I don't think it's those ones.
Well, I'm sure this show is on a list already because I spent
just one.
Yeah, a couple.
I don't know how we've flown under the radar this long without. I think it's because we talk about everything in such wacky terms that YouTube has not yet figured out that we hate the government.
No, they know for sure. And it's so funny because like all of my friends, like everybody else who has shows like kind of like mine, like except for me and Dave Smith, have all gotten strikes. I've never gotten a strike. I think they shut Clint all the way down on YouTube.
Yeah,
damn, really?
Gone.
Yeah, it's gone. He's only on Rumble and Odyssey now, I believe. And I think Band.video too or something like that. His show got really big.
Yeah, I mean, well, forcing political radicals to go underground rather than openly espousing their message always goes really well.
Yeah, that's always worked really well. Yeah, and kicking Yee out of art school was a great idea too.
Oh my God.
You guys should definitely do that.
That one caught me the hell off guard. I was not. I knew he was a little bit like Black Hebrew Israelite type. I did not realize it was to that extent.
It was pretty wild, dude. Pretty wild. I laughed. I think his interview, dude, I'm going to tell you, his interview on Alex Jones was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life in the political sphere. I've never seen anything like that. When he brought out
Alex
that net.
So lost.
Oh, hey, listen, Alex was the reasonable, like moderate one on that show, setting between Nick Fuentes and Kanye West. He was the moderate, like reasonable one.
Did anybody kind of feel time stop when he was like, "I'm Netanyahu, we're gonna kill your family, we're gonna kill"?
I died, bro. I died, dude. When he busted out the fucking butterfly net and the bottle of Yahoo, dude, I lost it immediately. I could not hold it in. I was at work, just like falling out of my chair laughing, dude. I can't. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not a big fan of Net and Yahoo, okay?
I was not watching it live. I was just seeing the reactions on Twitter.
It was great.
Ooh!
It was great.
There are times when reality surpasses South Park.
Yeah.
Those are the best periods of reality.
The best periods of history are when reality passes South Park, exactly.
I have yet to actually watch that stream outside of the clips that people posted. Did Nick talk at all?
Not much. A little bit.
Okay, because
no, he didn't talk. He didn't talk at all.
Yeah.
No,
Nick has no idea who I am, but I have been getting in trouble because of Nick for years now.
Yeah. He doesn't
elaborate on that.
I jokingly probably 2019 at this point. I wasn't going to CPAC that year. So it was probably 2020. I wasn't going, when the hell was it? 2019, I guess. Somebody was going somewhere, one of my buddies. And Nick was going to be there. And I jokingly was like, oh, you should punch Nick Fuentes in the face for me. Not even because of his views. I just think he's a sniveling little brat and deserves to be punched. I get the feeling he's never been beaten up, you know? He feels like a trust fund kid who never got beat. That too. He openly admits that one, which listen, I do not think that being a virgin into your 20s is in any way a shameful thing. But when you're like him, somehow
I'm like
it
the
is.
record holder.
Ryan,
for that.
Ryan was a virgin until he was past 25, dude.
Yep, 27.
Yeah.
And listen, some people are ready at different times than other people.
Oh, I was ready well before that. I waited till marriage.
Okay. No,
okay, yeah, there's that too.
It takes a special kind of person. Yeah, it takes a special kind of person.
Dude. You got to be seriously autistically dependent on your virginity to go to 27 years old, dude. Okay, listen, I was 14. I was a young kid. All right. but it's just
I think it would have accidentally.
Oh no, I just tripped and it fell in.
I don't know what happened. I just woke up that way, dude.
Oh boy. Yeah, but no. So I said I make this joke. Keep in mind, this is not like, he posted publicly. This is it. Oh, but hang on. I have buddies who I was like, hey, come watch.
We got to figure out how to steal some of your 153,000 people, dude.
I'll post links to this in definitely a couple of my libertarian discords, but
Nice, dude. Thank
also
you. Cool.
just make sure it's good, it's decent for the more politically neutral people.
Yes, yeah. It was a pretty good show, actually.
Yeah, I think we've done pretty good. But yeah, so this was not a public page. This was not a Fox News posted it. This was literally my friend JJ's post. Apparently, he was also friends with that Justin dude from Liberty Hangout who's married to Shitter Pants Girl.
Caitlin Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he's married to her now. But anyway, this was a few years back. So this was on my friend's post. I guess he was mutuals with Justin. Justin takes this and portrays it on Twitter as if it was like a public post or a legitimate debate or something like that. No, it was just me at age like 20 being like, somebody should punch that guy. He looks punchable. Right. That was it. Drags me on Twitter in front of 55,000 people. Michelle Malkin yells at me. Who, by the way, I had just helped her with an event for Young Americans for Liberty like a month prior to that. So she yells at me. People are like bitching at me and the whole thing. You want to know what they pulled up to like go after me? They pull up, first of all, my profile picture at the time was from CPAC with Dan Crenshaw. He had just been elected. Yeah, he had literally just gotten into office.
That was before we realized he was a fucking douchebag.
Yeah, at the time, he was a Navy SEAL serving in Congress who had an eye patch. That was sick. Yeah. I also stole a statue of Hillary, or not a statue, a cutout of Hillary Clinton from TPUSA that night. I was not there with TPUSA. I was there with college Republicans. I was also there for Young Americans for Liberty, but like I was just kind of doing everything at the time. I stole a Hillary Clinton cutout from Turning Point, ran into another bar with it, and then security from the bar that cutout was at came looking for me, so I hid in the bathroom. But yeah, so they take that picture of me with Dan and a Facebook post, or it might have been a tweet, where I said, you know what? I feel like if you're forcing kids to be at school for 8 hours a day, you should just give them lunch. They shouldn't have to pay for it. If they're forced to be there and the taxes are already paying for it, like assuming nothing else has changed, nothing else about society has changed.
Yeah, that's our property
like
taxes,
you shouldn't have to pay for
I mean?
school lunches.
Yeah.
Like they should just your first serving should just be free. It should be included with the school taxes. And they were like, this guy's a socialist. I'm like, that's socialist. First of all, the Wealth of Nations actually mentions this. It's capitalism. Like this is capitalism. But also, all I said was if you're going to force kids to be in a fascist institution like school, maybe you should feed them.
Right.
And I see that as a huge problem with the libertarian movement, honestly, as part of it. Like the level of like purism, like that is not socialist.
Like communist propaganda to me.
That is not eat the rich. That is feed the kid.
I'm pretty purist in my own views.
Yeah.
But I have come a lot harder right over the last 3 years than I used to be. And when I mean hard,
I hope somebody clips that.
I've come a lot harder right. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm not doing myself any fucking favors here whatsoever.
David Brady, send me a clip of that.
God, somebody's gonna do it. That's okay. I have gone a lot further right. There is what I meant to say.
There we go.
Over the last couple years, and I've gotten to a point where I cannot stand leftward trajectories at all because in the past I had been willing to work with them, like many other organizations and people throughout history that have always been burned or backstabbed or backfired in some way, and I've had the same thing happen to me. So I've gone a lot further right for sure. Yeah, I think I may have gone further right than the libertarians.
I think so.
Yeah, possibly.
In some ways. In some ways.
Yeah. So,
I get mad when people
Libertarian
say
Party
free
is so
lunch.
weird about it.
yeah.
I think the libertarians get mad when you say free lunch.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
anything about free lunch
Don't
is
say
really
free lunch.
But then,
But in
then
this
we have
specific
events with
case,
free
I feel
lunch.
like free lunch kind of makes sense.
State sponsored.
Yeah.
State
a
tax
fee,
funded lunch.
a
Yeah.
lunch fee that we voluntarily pay.
right.
Totally cool with it. Free lunch, we light shit on fire.
Yeah, no, somebody just said in the chat, those same people that would get mad about that will say that we need to give more funds to the police.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I get that. I understand. Yeah.
Literally Liberty Hangout, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's funny. It's funny because I know Justin, right?
Mhm.
And like I've talked to Justin outside of his internet shit posting. He's actually a really cool guy most of the time, dude. But it's like he's like made his internet presence so shitty, dude, that it's like it's hard to even admit that. And then Caitlin as well,
Yeah.
who I've talked, me and her used to like message back and forth all the time. We were like super friendly. She doesn't talk to me anymore. She got too big for me, I think.
Oh yeah, you know, right?
But she
like
was
there's-
okay. I was
Caitlin
always
Bennett?
friendly with her. Yeah, Caitlin Bennett. I was
Yeah,
always friendly with her. There was like a rumor that she pooped herself at a college party or something like that. But there's no evidence.
Is that the shit pants thing? Is that the
yeah?
shit in
That's
your
why they
pants
say
thing?
that.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually happened. I saw a picture that somebody claimed was that.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
claims
know.
it was her. but
I'm
it's
still
not
a
her.
little bitter over being dragged when I had
Yes.
like 7 followers.
I get that, dude. And
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
been too, dude.
Like, leave me the fuck alone, man. I'm nothing.
I was at war with Liberty Hangout for a while, and in fact,
What over? Their statism?
no, well, just because they were. This was back when I was still kind of a lolbert in general.
Mhm.
I was a Ron Paul libertarian, but I was also
Yeah.
like, we have to be actively anti-racist, and we have to act.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like that guy, right?
Yeah.
I
Fucking
did.
Joe Jorgensen.
Yeah, I was a Gary Johnson libertarian for. I actually was a fan of Nick Sarwark at one point. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
dude. He and I got in a fight on Twitter recently.
That happens all the time with everybody. I
and
think
I
he's-
won.
Yeah, it's easy to beat that guy, but I
That's
think
not hard.
I think he's I think the problem with Nick Sarwark is that he's actually like a masochist and he enjoys when people ratio him. Like he actually gets
Yes.
off. I think he's like jerking off with a carrot in his
It
ass
was-
while his wife like
Yes.
slaps him or something. I don't know. Dude.
It's
He's
not a
fucking-
joke.
Yeah, I'm not
This
joking. I
poor
really think he
guy
does.
used to be chair of the Libertarian Party, and now he's losing an argument to a 25-year-old YouTube streamer.
He just got voted in his own state party 44-11 to not allow him to
Yep.
be a delegate to his state convention. dude.
good.
After being the chair of the national organization 3 times in a row. He's a piece of shit. Anyways, where was I going with this? Oh, anyway, so I was a little bit Lolberty. Okay, I was a little bit Lolbert kind of guy for a while. And what the fuck was I talking about before this? Dude, you guys just lost me. With
Where
the
were we
microphone.
going?
Something about leftward
Oh,
trajectory?
yes.
Yes.
I was willing to work with some of those people, and they've burned me, and some of them have called my jobs and all kinds of shit. So I was like, "Fuck you guys!" now, dude. Like I don't even want to be around you
Yeah.
anymore. And then like with the Rage Against the War Machine, which is probably was a beautiful rally. Okay, I talked to Scott about it. He's like, dude, there was like 4 people with Russian flags. They weren't the majority. Who knows who the fuck they were? And he's like,
They came out and apologized.
they actually did. Yeah, they came out and apologized and said
we
said
do
they
have
were
a
sorry.
local connection to the Freedom Rally. Our former Iowa chair Joe Howe commented on social media about that,
Yeah, he hates
and
it.
he took the pro Putin take and said, I can't believe they were entertaining pro Putin people at this rally. And
Right.
it's the Rachel Maddow narrative, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a lot of people's
So-
narrative, and the flags didn't fucking help. And the fact that there were actual
Yeah.
Marxists there and Marxists that helped organize it didn't help. And the fact that there was 2 different people with credible fucking pedophilia or rape allegations didn't fucking help. None of that shit helped. It all made it look bad. And you know how the news is going to spin that, dude.
Right.
And of course, the next day, fucking Maddow does it, right?
Yep.
And how many people watch Maddow, dude? I mean, millions of people.